time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Meme guy. You're like a walking meme. I think that's what's like. Josh Alexander is a wrestler called the Walking Weapon. You should be the walking meme.
I try.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Thursday edition of your show. I am your host, Gary. This still, as far as we know, the only show originating out of Saskatoon going live 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, just like we grew up with. Scheduled viewing. And we love that. So thank you for joining us live. If you're joining us on the replay as well, thank you, because we always appreciate you having aboard this crazy dream, this journey of chasing the goal line of making the world a better place, having people realize, yes, we should help each other before we help ourselves. Golden rules, all that stuff, man. All of those things, they all get wrapped up into this show. And we end up by saying karma's very real. Keep doing those good things, and they'll happen to you. And that's sort of the rally cry around here. So thank you for being a part of that and allowing us to continue on that quest of making it happen. I also want to say a very special happy birthday to one of the members of this family, the host of Good Sports. New episode out now, episode 17 for you to enjoy. Our buddy Flats, Ryan Flaherty, having a big birthday today. I can only imagine he's turning like mid-20s, I'd say, 22, 23. A very healthy, fit guy, so there's no way he's older than that. But Flats, love you, buddy. Thank you for doing what you do. And thank you for Good Sports. Be sure to celebrate the birthday by hanging out with him online and checking out that new episode, as it's always a great time. Saskatoon's only local sports show, the only one doing it. Just like this show and everything else we do here. We're the only ones doing it, and that's how you stand out. And we also thank you with the greatest camera, the cutest camera in the history of all cameras, period. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Ooh, okay. Oh, here we go. She heard her name, and now she must make the grass soft so she can lay in it. The Maggie Cam, proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Mars, do you love Pet Planet on 8th Street? Don't do anything if it's a yes. Stop. Sorry, do you love Super Big Time Pet Planet on 8th Street? Is it your favorite store? Yes. Okay, good girl. Good to know. She loves it because when she goes in there, she's treated like royalty. It's unbelievable. Not just because her boyfriend, Leroy, works the door there. You know how you got that buddy who's always like, yeah, we got to go to the club tonight. I know the guy that's working the door. I can get us in for free. You know? It's sort of like that type of relationship. Marge walks in, Leroy sees her, and it's like, oh, party time. Leroy picks up her leash and then walks her around. And then we get to say hi to Mike and Rochelle, who run the place. Local, really good people doing really good things. That's what we're all about here. And they're a perfect example of that. And then they got everything you need. Literally everything you need, including the spa. They got a spa in the back, second to none, where you can wash your puppy up, especially as we're getting ready for more muddy days ahead and all the other stuff that comes along with the turning of the seasons. Well, you know, they got you covered there. They are ready. And this is fun. LB's trying out some new stuff right now, so bear with us as this, we're not really sure how this is going to go. We got a sort of self-moving camera that's trying to show off here. When you go into that spa, you pop your pup right into the basin, harness him up, and then you do the soap, you do the rinse, you do the blow dry. It's all contained right there within that puppy spa. It's absolutely fantastic. They also have aisles and aisles and aisles of treats, aisles of toys, aisles of fashion. We're talking t-shirts, we're talking jerseys, we're talking little booties. It's all there. They have all the normal dry foods that you could ever ask for all along the left wall, the whole wall, damn near, until near the end. Then it turns into beds, and it turns into crates and all that other stuff. But they have all the dry foods. They also have all the raw foods in fridges at the back, right beside that spa. If you're looking to change your animal's diet, you want to get in that raw food diet, you're hearing about it, it's all the rage, you can do that. And then they have the toy walls where you can take your puppy right up and they can pick a toy off the wall, then you know your puppy will love that toy because they picked it themselves. They got that for you. They got the buckle up collars and leashes, brand new. They're matching. They're freaking fantastic. Marge has an awesome Spider-Man one of the Marvel comics. It's super cool. They also have all your favorite TV shows, movies, cartoons. It's all there. And it just doesn't stop. We are talking buckets full of treats on sale. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they got those bones on sale. You can go stock up on the bones that you love for your animals. And they can pick those out too. And then they have everything else you need on all the other aisles and walls. This place is literally there for you and will never let you down, just like Mike and Rochelle. And if that's not enough, they're also open after hours and on weekends, thanks to our friends Chris and Kirsten. So they're always there for you, no matter what. Marge, you're going to get sneezies. Don't do it. We're about to finish. That's all thanks to our friend over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Not bad. Not bad. The reason we are watching so intently is because we got this crazy camera that I guess we'll have to shift back to us now because we're going to throw it to us here right away as it is slowly moving. New cameras means new toys for LB to try, and boy, oh boy, does he ever try. He's always testing these things, and we're always grateful and thankful to have him around to allow us to do that. And look at that. Looks like we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the host of the 13th Melon, the host, or I guess co-host of The Viewing Room, head engineer, Mr. Everything, the face that built the place. His name is LB!
I think we need to put an asterisk beside co-host of The Viewing Room.
Why is that?
Because it's been on an extended summer break.
Dude, dragging us off chasing dreams and making movies, man.
It's true.
This whole place, if we were, assholes enough and be like, sorry, Dragon, you can't go chase your dreams, then we'd be doing everything wrong.
That's very true.
This whole place is to allow people to chase dreams, and he's just another example of that. So, with that in mind, though, it is funny how he leaves, and then your workload goes way, way up, and then he gets back, and now he's like, let's do viewing room. You're like, well, I'd love to, except I'm doing all the things that I have to do now and so much more.
Yeah.
So we'll get there. I know you guys are planning it, and I'm a huge, huge fan of the viewing room. How you doing, old friend? You were driving around out there. You were driving. You almost didn't make it in.
Yeah. Just, busy life.
Happy wife.
Happy life.
That's it. That's good. You were chauffeuring, which is always nice. I noticed you're wearing your rider's hat.
I am, yes, because I didn't do anything with my hair today. And when it gets long, I have to do something with it or it looks like poop.
Interesting. See, I just wear mine to keep the hair out of my eyes. I should have been doing. I'm going to have hat hair now. I'm going to have hair head when I'm out emceeing over at the food bank later today.
I'm not going to take my hat off. We don't need to show that on the internet.
Too sexy.
No.
That's what I understand. What do they call it? A thirst trap? A thirsty trap? You'll be
thirst trap. You're right.
You'll be thirsty trapping everybody with that hair of yours. So we appreciate you not doing that.
Yeah, wouldn't want to take the show away from the real star, which is Marge.
Yeah,
obviously.
She's the best. I love her so much. Your camera didn't move too much there.
No, because she wasn't moving. See, of course, as soon as we have the option that will automatically track her so that
we don't have to
try and chase her around with the camera, that's when she says, just sit still.
Yeah,
so
that's funny.
It's classic.
It's expected for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye week this week. You're Saskatchewan Rough Riders. You are the rider outsider.
Yeah.
When it is a bye week, you're usually digging pretty deep for stuff to talk about. It sounds like we might be getting a little closer to tailgates out at the
the riders are, as much as it's harder game wise to find things to talk about, they're making some off-field news with the tailgating, and there's nothing confirmed yet, but they're in talks with the government of Saskatchewan to bring legal tailgating to Mosaic before games starting in the 2026 season.
Legal is the key.
Legal is the key right there. Yeah, legal tailgating that is sanctioned and organized by Mosaic and the riders. And I think when I heard that, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not already a thing? Because of course I don't go to that many games because it's down in Regina, obviously.
Yep.
But for such we've always kind of had that culture of tailgating, right? That's always been kind of a prairie thing.
Yes, we have.
And I don't know why I thought it was already a thing, but it's not. So
it's definitely not. And you're not going to like this, LB.
Oh,
you know why they want to do the tailgating?
More money.
Well, that's a given, yes, but because it's huge in the NFL and NCAA. Huge. As a guy who's been like the first ever NFL game I went to was my buddy Pistol Pete, and he was going to George Brown University, I think, in Toronto. And I went down there to visit him, go watch some Jays games, and then he took me down to Niagara Falls. Then we went down to Buffalo for a Bills game. It was the Bills home opener against the Houston Texans, the debuting brand new franchise Houston Texans. with David Carr as their quarterback, the most sacked human being in the history of a season in the NFL. It's crazy stuff. And I remember as we're on our bus, so we took the bus to Buffalo, and then we got in the subway and took the subway to Orchard Park, which is where the stadium is located. And as we are driving through Orchard Park, you can see the stadium at the very end down many, many blocks. Every single house on both sides of the road, people out front partying. Like I'm talking blackout drunk at 9:30 a.m. partying. Like it's insanity.
Yeah.
And it's like it's its own little village. And as you're driving, you look over and there's just people everywhere, like partying in their front lawns. And then you get to the stadium and there's literally, like there, to give you an idea, there was a strip club bus where you could walk up, you pay money, you walk in, and there's strippers dancing on poles inside this bus, and they give you beers, and you sort of like walk around it, and then you like come back out. It's the weirdest stuff, but everything is going on. It's by like 10:30 now.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is insane. Like, this is what tailgating is okay. And then we decided it's finally time for me to experience my first ever NFL game. And as we are walking into the stadium, and I'm not joking, this was a legit thing. I will never forget it because it was so crazy for me to experience. About 3.5, 4 feet of just cans, empty cans on the ground. The bats, is all the bats, and it's all on the ground. And you have to wade through them. And this is 10:30 in the morning, man, wading through them. And it was just such like, how do people drink this much this early? And all of them were like that. And then once everyone's in the stadium, they just push them out and off you go. But I had to wade through all of those cans, and then I walk into the stadium, and I remember seeing an NFL field for the first time. I walk out, and I'm so excited. I'm like, and I look down, like, is that it? And my buddy pissed me. He's
So
like,
small.
that's it. It's like, it looks like half the size of Taylor Field, which was back in the day. And so that was my first, like, holy cow, okay, so that field, our CFL fields are way bigger. And then as I continue to get older and go into more NFL games, you realize that whole tailgating culture is such a huge, huge part of these franchises and these game day experiences that they have. And then you wonder why the CFL isn't doing that. What's going on? You're missing out on this. And for people to think that they were already doing it, because they do have big, like the barbecues and all the other stuff going on out front, but there's no real sort of tailgate party going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be interesting to see if they can pull that off, because that would be very
I have
cool
a feeling
for
there
lot of
won't
people.
be stripper buses.
Yeah,
But-
this is, and by the way, you don't want them. Like, it was, you want to talk about depressing. That was not the best place to be.
As you were
early in
telling
the
this
morning.
story, I'm like, yeah, this sounds like it didn't happen in this century.
Yeah, this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was the debut of the Houston Texans. That's when that happened. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, that was a real. That same trip we went to Blue Jays games. They were playing the Red Sox and the Yankees. It was actually around this time in September because it was the season opener. And I got to see Randy Johnson pitch. Have you ever heard of Randy Johnson?
The name sounds familiar.
Left-handed pitcher. He's like 6'9" or something, like a huge monster of a human, and one of the greatest pitchers of all time. And he's pitching for the Yankees. And it was the first inning, and we were very lucky to get seats right behind, basically home plate,
Right.
because we'd always wait until like the game was starting, and all the scalpers would lower their prices, and we had like a whole thing. It was very cool. So we have these awesome seats, and we can hear everything. And Randy Johnson, within the first it was probably about his fourth or fifth pitch to start the game, he's just hucking, and then he's missing calls. And then Randy just looks right at the umpire after he missed another one. He goes, bullshit. And the ump's like, what? Takes his helmet off. He goes, you heard me. And then the umpire says, you won't argue balls and strikes with me, Randy Johnson? And Randy's like, yeah, I effing do. And he goes, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah. He's like, you're out of here. Got to see Randy Johnson pitch 5 pitches before he got kicked out. And we heard the entire conversation. That's why I was like, these are the greatest seats ever, between the umpire and the soon-to-be Hall of Fame pitcher. So it was such a crazy experience just to be able to be in on all that. And so that was a heck of a trip. Thank you to Pistol Pete for taking us out there. But tailgating, man, it's unbelievable what goes down at those things. So very exciting for the riders.
Yeah.
How you feeling? I saw our friends on the Green Zone. Shout out to Green Zone, the greatest sports show in the history of radio sports shows. We love them so much. Pre-game, post-game, best in the biz. Jimmy and Eyeballs, we love you so much. They were doing a confidence check. Confidence check. Hear ye. How are we feeling about the Riders going into the final bye week of the season?
I mean, I was feeling like pretty good heading into the Montreal game.
Yeah.
And one of the things we've been talking about is the depth of this team
Yeah.
and the way they've been able to just keep pushing on. And I think that was exposed a little bit against the Owls in the defensive secondary.
I feel really bad for our boy Exume there.
Exume. Like, honestly, I
Oh.
went back and watched the highlight reel from that game, and it was literally just him getting torched by Phil Pott over and over and over and over
Like,
again.
nobody talks about the
And-
fact that Phil Pott's one of the best receivers in the
Well,
league,
that's
right?
the thing, right? And people are, like, getting mad at him, and it's like, buddy, he's like a third stringer. He's been in the CFL for like 5 years, and he hardly gets like starts. Like, he's been a career special teams guy, right?
If you're going to be mad at anyone, be mad at the defensive coordinator, who's also your head coach, who is putting him out there against the best receiver. Like, maybe put your best cover guys on the best receiver.
And I mean, but the thing is, with Sales and Campbell out, it's hard, right? Like, they're stretched thin, and so that's why I'm saying the depth was tested. But they're already trying to rectify
fix it.
that,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
They just signed in the off season, or not on the
Last week,
bye week here. New DB coming out of the NFL, Sheldrick Redwine. It's a great name, isn't it?
Like, just think about the possibilities of promoting this
Right?
guy. Red
Flakes.
wine.
You got Sheldrick's Redwine.
Yeah, dude, it's right there.
It-
And that song, red wine, every time. You can just
Yeah.
even have that sound every time. That's what we'll do on the 13th Melon.
Yes.
Every game day, by the way.
So
We are
they
on the
signed
air.
him. He was drafted in the 2019 draft, 4th round by the Browns.
Ooh,
Bounced around
that's
a few
not good.
teams.
That's not good.
No, but he bounced around a few teams.
No, I just mean because the Browns are a horrible, horrible franchise, and anyone associated with them, they are covered in bad luck.
Yeah, and I mean, he's bounced around a few teams, and his stats aren't terrible. A bunch of tackles, a couple interceptions, I think. So,
This is good.
it's not. I mean, it's not.
Is my dog Exume going to get another chance?
I think so. I
Good.
mean, it depends on
He
how
deserves
quickly
one, man. He
Campbell and
deserves one.
Sales come back,
Yeah.
right? And like, who knows with them? I don't know how serious the injuries are to them. Like, I don't know if it was like they're questionable for the Owls game, and they just decided let's give them an extra week, right?
Yeah.
Or because like everybody's saying, if you had to drop a game, we've already secured a playoff spot. I mean, like, this is
Yeah. I just would have loved to see the coaching staff give this guy some help. Like, after Phil Pott goes over 200 receiving yards, maybe get him some help.
Yeah, and I
Like,
mean,
it's
at
so
the same
easy
time,
for
though,
us to see.
with the way the receiving core is in Montreal, there, if you, I mean, who knows? So you cover it's the Kenny Lawler problem, right? If you
Yes.
cover Phil Pott better now, okay, so
your
now
other guys are
Rambo's gonna go off.
God,
or-
I love
you know what I mean?
Rambo. He's so good.
Yeah.
I love
So
watching that guy.
it's really just a question of like
Pick your poison.
pick your poison, yeah. Right.
Okay.
So I think Exume he just isn't quite as quick as your starting guys are, right? Like that's the thing when you have a fantastic receiver, he's just gonna be able to get that just extra half a step on the
That's all it takes.
DB, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
That's
well,
all that matters.
you're definitely right.
So.
I see by looking at that banner right there, Riders got the Elks coming up September 27th. The Elks are good now. Cody Fajardo, MVP. It's all happening. The flip. What's going on with Edmonton? Is he so good that that's turning them around? Oh,
I'm just gonna take this because I
are
don't
you
know
sure?
what it is. Yes.
Okay.
I'll
All
be
right.
back. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. I see my guy Royal Anders in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, not bad, thank
So
you.
nice to see you. I saw Marge was happy to see you.
Very happy.
Yeah.
I didn't have any treats.
Oh, you had no treats going. That's not like you. Normally, you're always bringing the treats in. That's Royal Anders. His secret move with Marge is he'll come in here and he'll just throw her treats all day, and then not worry about it. And then all of a sudden, he doesn't have treats. He doesn't think about it, and he shows up here, and
And she gets very mad.
demands treats.
She gets very mad at him.
Demands
Kids
treats.
all the time.
That's fair. Yeah. One thing I learned very early: don't ever say that your animal or your pet is a kid. People hate
It's
that.
not.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the same.
But I don't get mad at people for saying it. Like, maybe people need to chill out a bit. Is what I'm trying to say. It's okay. That
No, I don't
people
get
say
mad at people when
fur
they say it, I
babies
just-
and all this and that. Yeah, it's all good.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Nailed it, buddy. You're on fire right now.
Yeah.
Getting back to some football
Yes,
talk.
sorry.
The Edmonton. No, it's all good. Edmonton Elks. I will say, Fajardo. I was always like that. Fajardo guy's pretty good. He's 2 field goal posts away from going to Grey Cups, maybe possibly winning them with the Riders back-to-back years. Like, this guy was knocking on the door, and now he's doing it with a franchise that everyone said is the worst.
I'm not a fan of him
Worst.
personally,
Of course.
but you got to respect what he's done there, right? Like, he has turned that team around. I think Montreal made a horrible mistake trading MBT for him.
That's just because you hate McLeod Bethel Thompson so
Well,
much.
he's just not that good.
He beat your Riders, bro.
Yeah, but
He
again, when
beat
you
your
have
Riders.
when you have one of the best receivers in the game who's got a couple of step or two on your DB, you just have to put it in the region. You don't have to be that
When you
precise.
have the best defense in the CFL, you should be able to stop a Fajardo.
Sure, but we didn't play Fajardo.
In Montreal? I know. No, Bethel Thompson. So you don't
Yeah.
want to. Hey, come on.
No,
Don't
I
get
was-
me on technicality.
I know I was confused. I don't know what
You
you're talking
weren't
about.
confused. You knew exactly what I was talking
Because we
about.
beat Edmonton. so-
McLeod Bethel Thompson. Yeah, now I'm just mixing them up. You got me all amped up. So, Fajardo, are you worried about him? Are you worried about him coming in? Because last time he came in,
It was close.
it was
damn
very close. Very, very close.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Interesting. What would happen if the Riders were to lose to Edmonton on the 27th?
Then we're tied with Calgary, depending on how Calgary does this week. We're tied with Calgary for.
I don't mean like
My brain.
actually, like what happens to your confidence with this team? Would you still believe in this team being the best? Really, if they
Yep.
lose to Edmonton, you're still going to say they're good.
Yeah.
Even if I sat here and said, all right, you've lost to Montreal, you've lost to Edmonton. Those are the last two games. You're going to be like, yeah, don't care. Grey Cup bound. See you later. Hop on
Yep.
the bus. And what makes you so confident? So the final take on that, then we'll do some live reads. We'll get to it.
Because this team they have the
Swag.
elements.
They got swag.
No, they have the elements, and when they play well, they play well. I think when they don't play well, they don't play well. You know what I mean? Like,
You
I
John
know
Madden
it sounds,
right now?
No, it just
Oh,
like when they
man.
play well, they really play well, and when they don't play well, they don't play well at all.
I know what you're saying. This is
You
what
know what I mean?
I always say. They play to the caliber of their
Yes,
opponent.
exactly.
They play
And I
up or
think-
down.
And I mean, we beat Winnipeg back to back, you know, and
you did.
and
You did
so
do
I
that.
think,
You also lost to Calgary twice.
yeah, that's my only concern. Is Calgary.
Yes.
That's
Do you
really
remember,
my only concern.
Do you remember John Madden? Do you know who he was?
I know who he is because of the games, but
Yeah.
he was before my
He was
time.
a spokesman for Tenactin. It's like a foot fungus powder. It's boom, Dufferin Tenactin. And he was famous for always saying the most obvious things during broadcasts. So he'd come out and he'd be like, all right, here's him and Pat Summerall were like the duo growing up, and they were so awesome. And John Madden would come on. All right, you see, the biggest thing here tonight is whichever team scores more points is going to win the game. So you want to really go for that. And that's, like you said, the most obvious. But he'd do it in his way, which was so cool. So shout out to John Madden. It's great late Pat Summerall. A couple of great dudes right there. Bugsies, right here. You know them. You love them. This is a passport for joining the 69 Wing Crew and pick it up Market Mall or Lawson Heights
I'm
locations.
missing Bugsies this week. We're on the bye and we're missing Bugsies.
It's very sad. They send us a game day feast each and every 13th Melon episode, and that's how we get to knock off so many of these. We have a power ranking going on, and right now, in number one on that power ranking, the Sweet Pickle Heat. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's that dill pickle, but it's got the sweet chili heat
I
underneath.
gotta tell you,
it's
that
in-
electric
oh,
lemon is probably my
was
number
right up
one
there.
right now.
Yeah, and Tandoori Glory, we ordered twice. The
Yeah.
Vampire Killer, also right up there. The
Yeah.
Big D and the Creamy Taco, that was a great mix together. There's so many here. The Cinnamon Bun Wing, a great dessert wing. Once you try all 69 of them, you get them stamped off, you're in business. You get the T-shirt. That is the T-shirt equivalent of all of the aphrodisiacs known to man put into one. It's the Ruckus Cock shredding on top of an amplifier. That will be you. The shirt says, I did the 69 at Bugsies. You join the crew, and you are royalty every time you walk in through those beautiful Bugsies doors. Best time to do it, Tuesdays or Thursdays. Oh, look, it's Thursday. Over half price off an order of wings, each one. You can knock out so many more on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So head on over to either Bugsies, Markham Mall, or Lawson Heights locations. As well, you can order on Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats. Just head to Smitty's, order a plain wing. Inside the memo, put in the flavors that you want from your passport, and they will come right to your door. As well, hockey season right around the corner. The boys and gals are doing tryouts as we speak. Super Skills Hockey, the place to get ready and the place to make sure you are competing at that elite level that you want to be competing at. Second to none. This is a state-of-the-art facility in the brand new Martinsville Rec Center. Above the ice surface, just looking over, you can see while you're working in those shooting lanes, in that puck handling area, in the ice treadmill area, you can see all the hockey going on outside it. So much awesomeness going on with our friends over there. You can get signed up over at superskillshockey.ca. We also have coming up the Elmwood Fall Feast. We're going into full promotion mode here starting on the 20th. As you'll see banners and you'll see the big screen behind us. We'll all be promoting it as it's a huge fundraiser going on October 28th for our friends over at Elmwood, always raising money to help transport my Auntie Susie and all of our buddies all around this city of ours, taking them bowling, Blades games, baseball games, all that stuff. Very important stuff. So we'll be looking to help out with the fundraising effort there with our friends over at Elmwood for the Fall Feast. And in November, we have the Spirit of Cosmo breakfast going on. I am going to be emceeing that one. Nickel Plumbing, big sponsor with that as well. So shout out to our friends over at Nickel Plumbing. Very good people doing very, very, very good things over there. And we have another canine pop-up massage party going on with our friends over at A Touch of Positivity. My buddy Kendall doing a bunch of work over here as she stops by and works on Maggie, as it's all about that better quality of life for your animal, for your pet as they get older. And she'll come here, work on Marge, because she only has 3 legs, so we have to keep an eye on her spine and her hips. And she lets us know the trouble areas, and she makes sure that Marge can still bounce around like a little puppy, even though she's getting way up there in age. And if your puppy's going through the same thing, I highly suggest this, as I've seen it work with Maggie, and it could work for you too. September 24th, it is going down over at Bridge City Vet. You can register in advance. Just send an email to A Touch of Positivity, PAWS, that's positivity, @gmail.com, and Kendall will get you signed up. And you can see what that's all about, because we all want to see our little buddies have the best quality of life as they grow older, and they do a really good job of that. And we have the Firefighters versus Police Charity Cup going on, but our next guest is going to talk a little bit more about that, so we'll get to more details there. Ladies and gentlemen, those are live reads. What we do around here. If you think your business, if you think your charity, if you think you got something that needs a voice, we are here for you. It's so easy to do. Just reach out and send an email to 123 contact@dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. You know, when you have professional fireside singers sitting right beside you and they don't even join you when you sing the jingle, get a little bit upset. You know who would never do that? Our friend Megan. Shout out to Megan. We love you. Fireside singers. She would never leave me hanging. I want you to know that. I also got an email. The guy
That's
I'm
why
looking
she's
at right
better
now.
than me.
Yeah, we won't argue there. We will not argue any of that. My human support man getting ready to head on over to the food bank, Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. We got the client reception going on. I am emceeing. He is the guy that makes sure my anxiety doesn't go through the roof and keeps me sane, which I always appreciate. He built this website, duffinav.com. We do have to add Recovery with Cal on there, but otherwise it is fully updated. I'm going to Brooklyn spin this one and send it. That was pretty good.
that one doesn't go up. I forgot.
This one does.
I designed these and I forget which way they go.
This one definitely does. The Twitch stream. We were crushing it. Shining Force was moved to yesterday. Shining Force 3 over on the Sega Saturn. Only one's doing it. Super pumped with that with Uncle Brando. Phenom in the 1s and 2s today. He's in the tooth booth. Phenom, say hello. Look at that. He's just a hand. Beautiful hand. He does the Monday. We finally finished Mario Galaxy, which was awesome. We're getting a Super Metroid now on the Friday night stream. So we go Monday afternoons, Tuesday afternoons, Friday nights so far. We're looking to add more. You can check it all out at twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. I actually just made our first promo for the Twitch stream from yesterday when Uncle Brando and I were fighting a boss and we one-shot him.
You know what's funny?
Amazing. What's that?
I was going to say, as I was driving over yesterday,
Yep.
I was thinking, we should do some promos from the Twitch stream. We haven't cut any shorts from the Twitch stream. And then I get in and I see you doing it. It's like
It's the universe, man.
can
It's
read
not
my
me.
mind.
It's not me. It's this place. It's the universe as a whole. And always so grateful. So check out the Twitch stream. It is awesome. We have a whole designed for that to go up through there, and it nails it every time. LB, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit here. It's always appreciated. We are going to bring in our final guest for the day now. And Phenom, let's go ahead and see who that guest is.
Action.
Action. Wendie Brooks Media, in the flesh, the woman behind the greatest social media business in the universe, here with us yet again. We've missed you, old friend. How are you?
Good. I'm really good, and I'm especially good because you let me take some videos of you today.
God.
So if you want to see how amazing Gary did on social, you can check it out at
Just so
Dufferin
bad.
Ave.
I can't believe people actually go out of their way to make these things. You know?
So funny though. We had fun. We giggled.
I will give you credit that you give me some leeway to do it my own way. Most of them is just me, very unimpressed. Like, for
Yeah.
instance, today it was me mouthing something. The ones that were sort of copying, they're all like, they're all like anime because they're all into it. I just hate it, so I just sit there and I do it, and then you do all the stuff. So
I like.
Thank you
yeah,
thank
doing
you
the
for
stuff.
meeting me in the middle. I appreciate that.
Yeah, volunteering my services to help you out.
This is it. Well, this is your family too. You
Yeah.
know, that's
You
very, you
know,
got to remember that. This
It's
is all of us.
it's the bonus for you of having my presence. It's like celebrity
The
presence.
price, the price we pay. I'm happy you got LB too. LB got a nice fun one in there. So
Yeah.
it's always good. He gets to feel my pain. Would you say you're a little ragey today? Or were you causing some rage out on the streets of our beautiful city of
Oh,
Saskatoon?
I was like, I
wanna
don't
jump-
think I was ragey.
wanna
I've
jump right
been
into
ragey
this.
here. Like, you get me on
Yep.
the Smash Bros. And I'm raging.
It's ridiculous.
But
That's so true.
Today I wasn't ragey. I was telling Gary that I should tell my story about how I thought a guy was going to beat me up today.
That's a weird way of putting it. I don't. There was. Yeah. Okay. We'll go with it. Yeah.
So I was.
We don't endorse that in any way,
yeah,
obviously.
I was on my way here from like Flooring Superstores, so all the way out by
Shout out.
by Saskatoon Center.
Yeah.
And I
Were you
was like,
were you on the freeway? You on the circle?
no, I was driving to get to Circle in Idlewild or whatever.
Okay.
Like there's a Tim's, so I stopped at the Tim's for us.
Yes, you did.
Right?
Thank
And then
you
I'm
again.
I'm coming back and I'm at a red light and I had a pizza. Okay. So the pizza I tried to pull
Hold on. Are we
off.
talking like a full pizza or like a slice that you were just
like
eating
the
as you were going?
flatbread pizza from Tim's. It's like it's like kind of a
okay.
full pizza.
All right.
Well, they don't call it pizza; they call it but
Yeah, fat
flat
bread. We get it. It's fat bread.
flat bread.
I like to eat a bunch.
Anyway, so I'm like trying to get the piece off, and I noticed that the light turned green. So I literally just like put the pizza down and started going. It was like I was at the green light for not even like that long.
Give me a number. How many seconds?
Like 1 second.
Okay,
Like
so it was probably
like
about
an
4 or
old
5.
person.
It's okay.
Like
no.
an old person who normally goes at a green light probably took as much time as I did at this
I'm
point.
gonna mediate this.
Okay.
We're gonna add a couple more seconds to your less than a second.
Sure,
So it's probably
let's
about
even,
4.
let's even
4.
say that
That's fine.
I
Yeah.
was looking at my phone and
Well, no, you weren't doing that because that's highly illegal.
okay, whatever. I was
I got you.
whatever. Let's even say I was there for a really long time.
You
and
saw a nice bird fly by and you said, "Ooh."
yeah, that didn't happen though. I really didn't happen. But the guy behind me honked at me so crazy, and I was like, "Oh, that's
How-
actually insane."
How many honks? 1, 2, 3.
Just one big long
How long?
ass.
How long?
Long. I was like, "Honk!"
So
And
about
I-
3, 4 seconds.
Yeah, so I was like looking around, like me, like, and I was driving at this point already because I had already started driving when he honked at me. So I was like, okay, well that was a little aggressive. I was like, but whatever, because I knew the light turned green, and I took a couple seconds to put my pizza down. Like I knew that was happening.
Yeah.
Unlike where you don't know when the light turns green and then someone honks at you, right? Like
Yeah.
that's an appropriate honk.
Okay.
But I knew
to
it happened.
move traffic along. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna keep driving. No. This guy's riding my butt. Okay, like he is on. Like I swear
can't
he's pushing my
stand
car.
traffic. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is when I say I'm agoraphobic. This is the reason why that stuff happens every single time I leave the house.
Yeah,
Continue.
it
I just wanna get
doesn't
that out
happen to
there.
me very often. But I was like, okay,
Always.
like he's in a rush clearly for some reason. But this whole time he could have went into the other lane and went around me.
Yep.
At this point, he chose not to. So
Shows violence.
he's like riding my butt, right? And then we get to like the turn where you're like going onto Idlewild, or you're going onto the highway, or you're going to Saskatoon Center. There's that
Okay.
like 4-way. It's like super crazy there.
Yep.
And I'm turning to go into the lane to turn left, and this guy's right behind me, and he decides to speed up and go around me. So I thought he was going to go straight like towards Saskatoon Center. He does that, but then I think realizes that he can't get in front of me and swerves back in, almost hits me. And he's going so fast, and he's like right there. And so I stepped on my brake, and then he got so like he just was like halfway in between the two lanes and just stopped there. And I was like, what the hell is happening?
Like,
So-
have you made eye contact with us? Like, are you?
no, at this point I haven't really like fully seen him. Like
Okay.
I kind of saw him in the rear view, but he had a
Yeah.
hat and glasses, and I couldn't even really tell at the time what hat he had on. But he
Probably a Montreal Canadian.
he's
hat.
sitting. I'll tell you soon what hat he had on. It's so
Gross.
random.
Gross.
Anyway, so then he's like in the intersection, kind of crooked, and I go up to the red light now because I stopped really hard to be like, what the hell
Yeah.
are you doing?
What's happening?
And then this guy, swear to God, steps on it 0 to 60 in like such a small little amount of space and brakes. Like I swear to God, he touched my car. But I was like, what the hell? It was so crazy to watch him in my rearview mirror, like go from completely stopped to just speeding and stopping right behind me. And I was like, this is insane. Like we're at a red light. Like you're
Where are you
being
trying to go,
crazy.
buddy? Yeah, what
So
are
I
you
called Brad and I was like, hey, like this guy's like being really weird to me. And the fact that I thought he was going to like, it felt like he was going to go straight, but then was like, F
No,
this girl, and like
I'm gonna-
decided to follow me. That's kind of what
Yeah.
it felt like.
Waiting for you to stop so you can really
Yeah.
give you one of these.
So then he's like sitting there, and then we turn, and he's like on my ass, and then he goes to go around, and then he like steps on it, and I was like, oh, he's for sure gonna do something. And I was so mad at this point. I just like wanted to give him the finger.
No.
And then he goes and he just stares at me. This guy wearing a fucking fedora. I'm like, what?
It's
like,
a fedora.
I was like, I did not expect you to look like that. Like, what?
Was he going to the real big fish show out here or
It
what?
was so weird. So,
Crazy.
yeah, and then he just sped off, and he was
So
going.
he didn't mouth anything. He didn't like
No.
be like whoa. Like he just
no,
like,
he just like sped off, and I was like, okay.
well, maybe he thought you were like really, really attractive, and he was trying to like hook up with you.
I
and
don't
then
know.
then once he got closer,
like-
it's like, oh no,
and
she's
he
too
looked
hot,
like
and takes off.
I expected him to look not like that. He looked like a super nerd almost, but
Yeah.
it was like a road rage nerd, which I've never experienced before. So then anyway, I'm like driving, right? And he speeds off. He's going so fast, whatever. And I get to the light at like the McDonald's. So that's like a long drive to get to the McDonald's
There's a
from
lot
there.
going on in this little trip.
And then I park and I look beside me and he's right there.
Again.
I'm like, all this speeding and we're at the same red light again, you
Where
douche.
did it get you?
Just
Where
so
did
mad.
it get you?
And I was like talking to Brad, and Brad's like, is he looking at you or anything? I was like, no, I think he's embarrassed about his actions. I
Probably.
was so mad about
Yeah,
it.
because that's like the classic trope of where you're like, you know, you drive by someone, you like throw something at him or you do a prank to him, and then the guy just stays there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, he was supposed to drive away. Like, this is awkward now.
It was so, and just the way, I was actually scared. I thought he was going to rear end me. Like, he
Yeah,
went
very
so
aggressive.
fast into my
I hear what
car.
you're saying.
It was like the craziest thing. And I've had people like flip me off before, like, whatever. But
So
like,
is this like a normal occurrence? Or does this guy sort of have some reasons to be doing this?
no, the one time
Maybe.
the one time I got flipped off, I was
crossed
coming
him
out of a
before.
parking spot and I didn't see them. So that was
That's fair.
for sure my
Okay.
fault. But I felt less triggered by the finger than I did by this guy. It was just like it was so long of him being so triggering and like right on my ass. I was like,
You know, anytime when I'm driving with my mom and we're on like the freeway or anywhere and there's somebody that's going like super fast and like that aggressive driving trying to get in the way, she always says, "Oh, I hope the cops get that guy. Oh, I hope the cops get that
Yeah.
guy." You know, she's always like wishing these people that are clearly breaking the law would get
it would
caught.
feel so
I feel like it's
awesome
one
to
of
have
those-
that happen and then drive by and he's just pulled over and I'm like,
Pull out your fedora, put it on, and be like, "There
yeah,
you go.
suck.
You're gonna
little
miss the ska
hats
show
off
now,
to
buddy."
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird, man. I don't like road rage. I understand, and especially nowadays, we talk about it all the time. Everybody is so angry about everything,
Mm-hmm.
and there's lots of things to be angry about. It's very hard to stay level-headed. So all these, you know, normally what would be little annoyances become elevated,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're not thinking straight, and you're almost slamming in the back of a poor girl who's just trying to get to a place.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm like a pretty risque driver. Like I do drive pretty fast.
Risque.
And
You're
I
on
go-
camera right now. You be careful what you say,
And
girl.
I go like in and out of traffic to try and get to where I'm going faster.
Okay, now we're
However,
starting to get a bit bigger picture here. Hold
But
on.
wait,
So you're telling me
however-
that you cut this guy off without knowing?
no.
Yeah.
However,
I
just-
know. He's really trying.
however,
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
I always make sure there's a really decent amount of space between me and the car. So like
So you're extra
he's laughing,
safe.
but
You're safe.
so like if I'm coming up and I want to go faster and I have like a car in between us, then I go into the other lane to pass them before I like get on their
course.
ass. Unless I'm on the highway and they're in the fast lane, then I'm like, come on, get in the slow lane. Why are you going 80 on
Brooks
the
Yenser
110?
Jr. over here. Yeah, you're
But
doing
anyway,
the Indy
so, like,
500.
I do that, but then I'm also very cautious of like, hey, this person has been waiting to turn into this like into the street for like 10 minutes.
a long
I'm gonna
time.
stop and let this person
Yeah.
in. Or like, you know, you see somebody merging, I'm cautious to it and I get into the other lane. I don't just keep driving. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm a very like I'm
You're
always aware of
your
other people.
surroundings, yes.
It might be like cause some anxiety sometimes because I'm always so like worried about other people, but then also worried about how much faster I could get to somewhere. How many minutes can I shave off of my GPS? but anyway, I'm a good mixture. That's why I've never had a car accident. That was my fault before, and yeah, it's great.
I, on the other hand, always drive within all the rules, and I'm very respectful of my fellow motorists out on the roads.
I think your car forces you because it's so slow. Fighting words.
I will have you know, the 93 Dodge Shadow almost hit 85 kilometers an hour on Coca-Cola driving it home. We should. Oh, man.
Race
She'll
me?
surprise you. Yeah.
My car's real fast.
All right. We'll see.
0 to 60.
Brand new caddy in my 20-year-old 4-cylinder truck. So,
LB's bragging about his old truck, too. You guys in your new vehicles, they're soft. They don't got power like the old ones.
Well, whatever. I'm not.
Okay, so in closing, let's put a little wrap on this because I
Be
feel like
nice.
there's, like the lesson here is don't be an asshole on the road, man. Just
Yeah.
like the rules here, no dicks, no assholes. Don't harass people with your vehicles. Road
Yeah.
rage, we need less rage, period.
Also, like,
in the
I'm
world
I'm
right now.
eating in my car, man. I'm having a rough, busy ass day.
That's also
like-
illegal to eat in the car, isn't it?
No.
Okay, it is in Alberta. That's crazy.
Well, I don't live in
It is
Alberta,
sort of
do I?
distracting. No, you're good.
You know what? It is kind of distracting, but I'm so good at driving, Gary. I've
Here we
never,
go. Here
I've
we go.
never. I told you, I've never had an accident. I've been hit once at a red light, and I've been driven into while driving down Ottawa. And that's it.
Well, here, congratulations.
And I'm
Here are your flowers.
you know, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you been in an
Proud of you.
accident? Yes. And it was
no,
100% your fault.
I don't think I have.
And you drive the normal
You know
speed
what?
limit.
I did have an incident driving down
Hit a
Taylor
pedestrian.
Street. Jeez. No. Driving down Taylor Street in front of the Broadway Shoppers Drug Mart and the Fast Gas in that intersection. Someone was had their signal light turning left, and they had slowed down to a stop. So I was behind them going about like 30. And I said, okay, I'm just going to go around them. And then they kept their signal light on and started driving again.
Mm.
And so I went around, and then they cut me off when they went back to drive again.
Mm.
So I went, oh no, and I went right into the Fast Gas. I missed a gas pump by about this much. I somehow got between both of them, but when I hit the curb, I blew a tire.
Oh my
I
God.
went flying down to, I guess it would be, was that Victoria or Broadway? Yeah, Broadway and Taylor. And down in there, and then I finally got pulled over, and I was like, holy crap, I almost blew up a gas station. What was that guy thinking? And when I got out to turn around and be like, hey, the guy was already gone.
Yeah,
Didn't even know
your
that he
issue
almost blew
was-
up a gas station.
You didn't leave enough space in between you and the car in
No,
front
the
of you.
issue was the guy was signaling left and stopped to turn left and then decided, oh, just jokes, and went right back into traffic. That was the issue. And the bigger issue is they didn't even know they did it.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like
That
that's
is
where it's a
them
real problem. So that was my sort of one accident, and it was poor. I had to push my poor Chevy Cobalt down a back alley, and I had to drive it back to the house.
Like,
with the whole
don't you
tire
think it
blown
would have
out.
been better just to like hit the person than
That's
go
the
into
that's
a gas
the problem.
station?
That's what everyone says, and you should never do that.
Never hit the person?
You should never ever hit the person because what if they get hurt? Like I would rather have me
Yeah,
be the one who
but
pays
the
the price
person
than
in the
somebody
car
getting
is
hurt.
more safe than you potentially going off the street and hitting someone not in the car.
Yeah, no, that's all true. The point is, and
Anyway, it
every
worked
single
out.
every single one of those situations, though, they always say you would have been just better off if you would have hit the person. And I hate saying that because then people are getting hurt. I'd rather not hurt people.
Yeah.
You know
hurt
what I mean?
people hurt people. That's what that reminded me of for some reason.
There it is. Hanging out with Brooksy. You know her from Wendie Brooks Media, the greatest social media company in the biz. And you represent a whole bunch of people with your social media-ness, including our friends
Yeah.
over at the Firefighters Association.
The Firefighter Union, IAFF
Union.
Local 80.
Those are our
Woo!
boys. Shout out to Jaden and Protsy and the boys over there. We love you very, very much.
Mm-hmm.
We got a fundraiser coming up, don't we?
We do. So the 28th, September 28th,
28
that's next
Sunday.
weekend. Yeah, we are. I'm just one of them now. I'm just a part of the
We're
firefighter
family,
crew.
dude.
Yeah.
Like you did get baptized as a firefighter, didn't you? Like I did?
No,
Did you get
I
the
didn't get
hose?
wet,
You
but I
didn't get
did
the
go
hose?
on the ladder truck.
That's half the battle.
Anyway, so they're having a hockey tournament called
Not
the
a tournament.
sorry,
It's just a game.
It's
Yeah.
called the Charity Cup Battle of the Badges.
There it
So
is.
it's the firefighters versus the Saskatoon Police.
Yes.
And you get tickets online at IAFF Local 80. It's in their link in their bio.
There you go.
And they also have a Facebook event, so you can search it up on Facebook and buy tickets there. But the event is at Merlis Belcher,
Woo.
which is
Very exciting.
beautiful if you've never been there
Oh,
before.
it's the best drink in town. So
Gary will be emceeing.
sweet. PA announcing.
PA announcing.
And, LB's with me too.
Yeah.
LB and I are going to be in the booth doing all the PA stuff. So you'll hear police penalty by number 77. I don't know who's a good police officer that we know. T1000.
Heather's husband,
Ah, Sean.
Sean.
Sean. Handsome Sean.
Yeah.
Shout out to Handsome Sean. Or JB's wife, my beautiful Marcel. You know, we all love
Yeah.
these people. What's that? Well, now we're just
Daryl
now we're
Holloway
just
Chuck.
naming cops we know.
Anyway.
This is good. We love you all. This is
Yeah. So he's gonna be there. The crew's gonna be there. I'll be there.
What are we raising money for?
We're raising money for cancer research.
C95.
Yeah, C95's Radio Marathon.
Yes.
It'll be going to the Cancer Foundation of Saskatchewan. So it is advertised towards breast cancer, but all the research goes to all types of cancer. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. This
Are
is
we gonna
their
have some of our friends from C95 there? You know?
No.
Oh,
maybe like the street team or something.
Give me
But
Tim Stone. I want my dog Tim there.
they do have a bunch of
Tim, come to the game with me.
They do have a bunch of organizations going. So there's going to be burgers sold
like
on the
burgers.
outside, and all the fundraising will go towards breast cancer research as well. And then there's people inside Supplement King World. Supplement World. Oh my God, this is going to be horrible if I get it wrong. Anyway, they're going to be giving
We
away.
can fact check. You got a
Yeah,
phone.
they're going to be
You want me to
giving
check?
away free stuff while they're there, and there's going to be lots of free stuff. Lots
We
of
love
stuff.
free stuff. We love free stuff.
Yeah, and then it's just like a good, fun hockey game, and all the proceeds, go to a good cause. So it's a good thing to do with your family, friends. They might have some of the fire trucks there, maybe the police trucks. You could check out with your family.
I like that.
And yeah, I'll be there doing social, and it's gonna be a really good time.
Very pumped.
And it's their first one ever, so they want to do it every year as a way to fundraise. And they do a lot of other fundraising, like car washes and selling other things at booths and all that stuff. And they've been fundraising for C95 for years, but this
good
is just a
relationship,
really,
yeah.
really good way to make more money and have it be an ongoing thing. So
When we end every show here saying karma is very real, keep doing those good things, it'll happen to you. This is another great example of that. Going out of your way to help out people in need without any expectations of anything in return. That's how you put it out to the universe. And then the universe says, hey, good job. Here you go. And that's how you make the world a better place. It's such a simple formula. Just people have a really hard time staying on track with it. And this is another way for us all to be like, yeah, maybe we should do something good. So,
yeah.
Always happy with all of that.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be super fun. They have
Hockey.
they have a huge trophy I saw. It's like this big, I swear. It's like the biggest trophy I've ever seen. Even maybe bigger than the WHL trophy. I'm not even lying.
It's about 6
It's
inches.
huge.
About
Yeah.
5, 6 inches.
I don't know. It's a ginormous. And then they also got their jerseys custom made. Well, the firefighters did. I don't know about the
Oh,
police.
is this going to be like a fashion thing now?
Yeah,
Who's going to win the best looking team?
We're gonna do a jersey reveal. Al Anderson's was a sponsor
shout
for
out to our
that.
friends
So
over at Al's. Love
go Al
Al's.
Anderson's.
Wayne Noland and the team over there, great people.
Yeah, but it's a lot of businesses coming together to help as well. And then the community coming out and, watching some fun competitive sports, wear blue or red, whoever you want to cheer for. And yeah, thank you to our firefighters and police officers for
Absolutely.
saving us and playing hockey.
That's it.
Yeah.
Keeping us safe, man. Putting your life on the line. It's a heavy thing. We talk about it all the time. As a honorary firefighter, a guy who's been baptized, sprayed by the hose with the firemen themselves, and a brother who's a firefighter, and a bunch of buddies. We love the boys so much. I will say, the chirp, it's like, yeah, 90%, maybe 95% of the time, you're napping, you're cooking burgers, you're watching the big sports event, but that other 5% when you're out there putting your life on the line makes up for all of that. So it's like an ongoing sort of nudge, but an acknowledgement as well of what you're doing. So it's always fun to have that firefighter humor, but you have to remember, when you're in trouble, they're the ones saving you.
Yeah. And it's like the firefighter humor for specifically the Idlewild fire station
Oh,
is
yeah.
like
Station number 1.
That is like the craziest station. I think they are
Yeah, that one gets a little busy.
they are constantly out all the time.
Well, that's the
especially
other
as of
thing too.
late.
Like as of late, everyone's out. Like there's no real slow ones anymore. It's
Yeah.
really sad how everything's going.
It's
so.
crazy, but that station's crazy, and they have the most firefighters at that station for a reason. It is bumping every time I'm there. Like they get calls multiple times while I'm there.
Yeah.
It's like
Did you ever get to go on the calls?
well, we were planning to do that soon, but then with this tournament, we're spending like a lot of the time
Yeah.
focusing. So I think as soon as this is done, I will be going on calls, which will be lots of fun.
It's crazy. Like as a guy who went on, when I was getting baptized, I was doing the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chief's like, Gary, come with us. We're going on a call. I'm like, you got it, Chief. And I hop on I'm in the fire truck and we go to a smoking building. And I'm like, everyone
like
sure?
an actual
Like, I'm
fire.
supposed to be here? They're like, oh, yeah, come in there. So I go over, and then Chief's like, all right, Garrett, go make sure these people are good. I'm like, okay. 'Cause it was just like a little fire inside one of the units. It was like a cooking fire or whatever. But the whole hallway was full of smoke. So I'm just walking down the hallway like, hey, guys, come on out this way. I was like guiding people out of the building. Like I was in there firefighting. It's really crazy. And to, get to see that side of it.
Yeah,
It's
because
very cool.
I haven't done anything crazy like that, but I did go to like a fire ops training that they
Yeah,
do.
you were talking about that.
For all like the politicians
Crawling
or
around when
whatever.
you're blind and all that.
And and you're doing the training, so you're like in all the smoke and you're saving babies, and then you're like,
Gives you a
like
whole new
you're opening
appreciation.
like
Yeah.
cars and trying to save people in a certain amount of time, and then I also got to go in the fire truck and flip the switch and do all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I did get a little practice. So when I actually go on the real thing,
You'll be ready.
I'll be ready.
It's just I wish everyone could do it just so you could see how incredibly stressful and hard and
Honestly,
just
it's
the
and it's
insanity
scary.
that goes with it. It's so
And
scary.
they showed us it's like a fire simulator. So it was a giant sea can, and they start a fire in the back of it, and you watch it spread. And they show you two different ways: one that's ventilated and one that's
You know
not.
what that's called? Got this. There's a movie all about it. My brother doesn't start
No, I
talking
don't
about the movie Backdraft.
Oh,
The
Yeah, I
movie
didn't know that.
Backdraft, it was like the first sort of movie to really show like, holy crap, this is what you're dealing with when you go into a fire.
and it's
all
scary,
about like the
especially
oxygen
when it's
and
not vented,
yeah.
because it just gets pitch black with smoke.
Mhm.
So they like closed it, and then when they opened it, it was like black, like you can't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the smoke comes out, it's just fire. Like it's like
That's-
it's like instantly, like it's like, hey, you need to open it to get the smoke
Yeah.
out, but then this fire, as soon as you open the
oxygen
vents,
feeds the flames,
it
and
just
then you
gets
get
so crazy.
explosions.
And just seeing the fire and then watching them get so close to it to have to put it out after they're demonstrating it,
It's
I'm like,
horrifying.
you guys walk around in this stuff and like legit save people. Like not that long ago, they saved 2 people from a burning building, and all I could think about
It's
was
just a Tuesday for
me
them.
doing a
little
rescue, and I'm
practice
like,
thing, yeah.
bro, I could barely carry a baby out. You guys carried full humans out of a burning house, like
and over again. and
with all of
everyone-
their
and-
equipment that's 200 and some
Yeah,
pounds.
dude, and it's like people take it for granted. I firmly believe that, as bad as it is, because you don't understand. You aren't going through the trials, and you don't know what goes into, being the guy to say, all right, we're going to break this door down. We have people upstairs. We have to find a route to get there, and you're doing it all within like 5 seconds, and you're going.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the importance
stressful.
of like the leaders of these teams, man. It's just, I can't say enough good things. We
Yeah.
love all of our people are helping.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see them under pressure on the ice, because they deal
gonna
with
be
it. I mean,
interesting.
both of them deal with it well, but I'm going to be wearing red,
I was
cheering for the firefighters.
I was excited because I thought my brother Davey was going to be out there, because they do have a firefighters team, the Axemen.
Axemen,
The
love it.
Axemen have had a couple good years, and but I think it's like the all-star team, and apparently Davey didn't make the cut. So
Oh, wow.
take that, Davey. I told you I was a better hockey player than you. I like to throw it out there. Shout out to Neil Flamingos. Haven't played in 3 years.
Oh,
I
wow.
miss hockey.
It's been a while. Why
It
not?
has. The team folded. We had to fold the Flamingos. Too
Oh.
many guys turned into dads and had jobs, and then we couldn't get our team out
You
there.
gotta
Still
start-
trying to bring them back, though.
Gotta start a new team.
The Neon Flamingos were the most charismatic team in the entire SaskTel Center Hockey League. Best jerseys going. We had like 7 different jerseys.
Yeah.
We cared more about the jerseys than the game.
That's how it
but-
should be, though, I
Yeah,
feel.
lots of fun. Coach Comet, Coach Mazer, he's always designing jerseys. So he's always getting the cool stuff out there, which we really appreciate. But we do have to get a team back going again. I miss hockey.
Fun.
Talking about being active, and I'm just like, all I do for activities is walk from the ski chalet into the studio and back.
I was saying that.
And even then, I'm like, oh.
You need
Like
to take
Albi was
Maggie for
saying,
walks or something.
Going up the stairs or down the stairs, get your pizza, and come back up. It's like, oh man, I gotta get in better shape.
Your
That's
workout is
like
bringing the
4th,
food
5th.
to your mouth. You gotta switch hands
slices.
every once in a while so your left doesn't get weak.
Yeah, I don't want that. Way too many biceps over here, not enough over here. Level it out.
Yeah.
Brooksy, thank you for always giving us a couple minutes. We love you. We appreciate you. Wendie Brooks Media, check her out. She is very, very good at what she does. And hopefully we can get you back here for a Monday and maybe do a little stream and get you on the show.
Yeah, I'm coming back on Monday, and we have a very special announcement. I do, anyway.
Do I have one?
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, sure.
No, I don't think I do.
No, but you don't want to miss this. It's a lot of information and a lot of craziness.
I don't know if you can see my Dr. Wiley eyebrows. It's a
You know?
Mega Man drop, but
Yeah, it's going to explain everything I've been going through for the last.
my
Forever.
sister and my mom have been asking nonstop.
Well, sister and mom,
Tune in Monday.
Monday.
Come on down to the damn studios where you will be.
Are you Beetlejuicing? That's what you sound
No,
like.
I was trying to do the monster truck.
Oh,
guy.
you 100% sound like Beetlejuice when he's like.
No, I was doing that. I was all, Sunday. Come on down to Bridge City Speedway. We will pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
I am showing you
That sort of
after
thing.
this the Beetlejuice thing I'm thinking about because I know you're trying to sound like this, but you sound like exactly like Beetlejuice.
I guess
I said it too many times. We're gonna die now.
I guess
So
I have something to look for. I was looking around for him.
I know. Okay. Anyway.
Thanks, Brexy. You're the best.
Bye.
Well, a very big thank you again to Brooksy, as it's always great to check in with our old buddy, Wendie Brooks Media. Check it out, best in the biz at what she does. Phenom, I think it's time to wake up Frankie and let's get our butts out of here as we have to head over to the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center, where we are emceeing the client reception going on in there. So excited to see all the boys, Errol and Garnet and Lori and Deb and everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. Big thank you to LB for hanging out to kick off the show. That is always an absolute pleasure. So nice to see him. We had the barber, our buddy sales guy Derek, in here as well earlier, just doing some talk. He wasn't on the air, but it was nice to check in with him and see him, as well as CTV's Matt Young came by, but our computers weren't working. So thank you to him for making some time for us like he always does. And we will check in with him again very soon, as we always love the human energy drink that is the great Matt Young. Also, today, another new episode of Good Sports out with our boy Flats. You can check that out. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. We were supposed to have the analog Hermit on today, who's got a big event going on this weekend. And we'll check in with him tomorrow, again, as the computers are going a little wonky. So shout out to him. It's a very interesting project where he's using like analog TVs and like VHSs and all sorts of stuff to turn into art, which is going to be showcased at the Nuit Blanche event going on at Broadway. So he's on Front of Prairie Records, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. We'll check in with him tomorrow as well. We'll have the Friday Fun Table. Hardcore will be in the house. We'll have Uncle Brando, and the barber will be making his return. So we'll see what kind of fun activities our buddy Hardcore has going for us. Friendly reminder, fantasy football, week 2. Get your lineup set. Thursday night football kicking off week 2 for you. Hopefully you got all your teams lined up and ready to go. As far as our fantasy life goes, it's a tough start. All 4 of our teams, not doing very well. So we'll see if we can turn it around this week. Every Monday we check in with Boontis. It's a fantasy Zoom with Boone, we call it. And he lets us know how we are doing and who are the movers and shakers in the fantasy football world. It's always a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Phenom, how much time do we got left? Am I just going to keep talking? Perfect. I don't got the earpiece in, so I can't hear the Frankies today. Most of all, thank you to you. I say it all the time. Without you, none of this happens. None of this exists. So thank you for being a part of this movement and making the world a better place and understanding karma is very real. I say it all the time. Keep doing those good things. All right, keep doing them and they will happen to you. I promise you. This place is a perfect example of that. You have an awesome, amazing rest of your Thursday. We love you.